been well, and we're back for another evening of studying Greek philosophy. So I'm going to just select from Ryan Holiday's book, The Daily Stoic, which is one of my favorites. In public, avoid talking often and excessively about your accomplishments and adventures. For however much you enjoy recounting your adventures, it's not so pleasant for others to hear about your affairs. That, as most of you know, is from Epictetus, the Enchiridion written by his disciple Arion. So I think this quote is very useful for all of us today because we tend to talk about ourselves a lot. You know, this is the selfie generation, this is the social media generation where it's always about look at me and look at me and look at me. And it's a kind of an illness, it's a kind of addiction. And interestingly enough, Epictetus understands this risk even without social media. He understands that a lot of people are drawn into seeking appreciation and acclaim from the outside. And what all the journeys of philosophy are about, including Greek philosophy, including Buddhism, including all the paths of wisdom, they try to tell you that what you're looking for is on the inside. You don't have to seek the appreciation and show off, if you like, all your great adventures and boasting about yourself and bragging about yourself. It's all a very desperate show of the need, the hunger for love and appreciation from the outside. And all of these paths tell you that you are never going to find it to the degree that you want from the outside. I mean, even if you became a huge worldwide celebrity, if you haven't filled that need of self-love by your own self, you will constantly be like a beggar, and the void will appear in your life, as it does in many lives of celebrities or rich and famous people, because they haven't filled that inner void, that sense of emptiness that all the money, all the gifts, all the acclaim in the world cannot fill, right? So it's important that you look at your own self and your own life. How much are you bragging about your life? And I'm not talking about the idea of sharing genuinely from your experiences, but you have to be careful of the danger, as Epictetus says, of these long-winded stories. And you really have to become self-aware and fill that void and fill that love on your own. Pat yourself on the back and say, you did wonderful. Today you are better than you were yesterday. And that's the greatest achievement. You surpass your own self. No need to compare and contrast and say, I'm better and I'm better. This will never, ever be fulfilled. It's like a bottomless pit. It's a black hole that you can never, ever fill. It's like sugar. How much sugar? How much sugar can you have? Okay, this is why all the wisdom traditions say that the source of your happiness is going to be from the inside. The kingdom is within. The citadel is within. The superhero that you are looking for is within you. And so refrain from this habit of begging through your boasting and your telling. Most people, they want to be heard. This is the greatest thing you can do for someone. I mean, think of it. People pay people like myself to listen to them. Okay, wealthy people, VIPs, CEOs, no matter who they are, they need to be heard so much that they are willing to pay dearly to be heard. Why? Because nobody around is listening. We're not listening to each other in sincerity. When was the last time you really looked at someone in the eyes as they were recounting their story? When was the last time you asked somebody else about their story? Instead, you'd use every opportunity to boast and promote and talk about yourself. You don't have to do that. It doesn't even make business sense. It's not like, you think you have to promote yourself and boast about yourself, because if you don't, tout your own horn, who will? No. Be humble. Be modest. Okay? This is the most attractive thing. When you're genuine and authentic, it's so different to all that noise going on from social media. A person will understand when you are being genuine. A person will feel the difference. People will feel the difference. It might seem even strange to them in the beginning. I mean, you're a person who is working on yourself and you are progressing in your life, fulfilling all those needs. Epictetus says, why boast? Why show off? Nobody likes it. Nobody cares about it. It's better to reverse it and be like Socrates and ask people. Ask them about their life, about their dreams, about what is it that really keeps them up at night. Find out, care. If you don't care, people feel that you don't care and that it's all about you. I understand it. I mean, I myself, especially when I was younger, I would talk a lot about my achievements. Now, as time goes by, I just love listening to other people's stories, other people's struggles, and asking myself, how can I be useful to them? You too. Ask yourself, what's the best thing you can give somebody? It's your time. It's your time, because your time is something you can never get back. I find a lot of the times that people who talk less have much more presence. And this is what you want to be. You want to be a person who is present. And it all has to do with metron. Metron is the ancient Greek concept of harmony and balance. This is what it's all about. Metron, having the not too much of something, not too little. The temperance, one of the 4 cardinal virtues, is temperance. Just focus this week on yourself and create a balance, a healthy balance between sharing from your heart with sincerity and with authenticity, even when you're in the business sphere, even and especially when you're in the business sphere. Now, if you liked this lesson and you want to continue watching these videos, click on the subscribe button and check out the rest of this website. It's all about wisdom, wellness, and wonder from all over the world, but especially from Greece.